it's very tricky to have a working definition of conservatism because conservative and conservatism and all the words associated with it in our political culture today are always, almost always associated with politics in some way. And what I'm trying to do in this book is to say that yes, politics is important to what conservatism is, but it's not really the driving influence for conservatism, and it hasn't been in the 200 plus years that conservatism has existed in the West. So I'm gonna use a definition from a historian whose name was Peter Viereck. He was a conservative. The conservative principles par excellence are proportion and measure, self-expression through self-restraint, preservation through reform, humanism and classical balance, a fruitful nostalgia for the permanent beneath the flux, and a fruitful obsession for unbroken historical continuity. These principles together create liberty, a liberty built not on the quicksand of adolescent defiance, but on the bedrock of ethics and law. I think that he underscores the truly essential aspects of conservatism in this definition. Proportion and measure, for example, remind us that life is about balance and it's about limits. That those limits are not bad things, they're good things. I also love how he talks about nostalgia for the permanent beneath the flux and unbroken historical continuity. We look to the past, we look to tradition, we look to history, not as an authority, but to see how the customs, the mores, the conventions that we have in our social life, as well as our laws, how they have a concrete expression, how they've been applied in the past to people in the past. Those things that have worked and stood the test of time are worthy of cultivating for our own day. And it's a fruitful nostalgia. It's not just a sentimental nostalgia. So those are things that he puts his finger on. I think those are a great place for us to start in talking about what conservatism is.